Hi hello viewers, it's my IAS Academy and today we are going to see February current affairs. In our last video we have discussed 14 current affairs from February, and in this video we are going to continue from this 15 to 27. We are going to complete the current affairs from February, and we are in a series of completing 1000 plus current affairs within 20 days, and in that series we just have 8 days left. So watch our videos regularly and we are going to complete 1000 plus current affairs within 20 days. So let's get started. First, 15th one, NSC. NSC stands for National Safety Council. National Safety Council has a chairman, and the chairman is appointed for a period of 3 years. It is in news because recently a chairman is appointed for this National Safety Council, and this National Safety Council is an apex body and it is a not-for-profit company. It is a not-for-profit company and it is a tripartite body, and it is registered under the Societies Registration Act 1860 and the Bombay Public Trust Act 1950. And it is established in 1966. It was set up in 1966 under the Ministry of Labour. These are the things which you need to know about the National Safety Council. National Safety Council chairman is appointed for a period of 3 years, and it is an apex body. It is a not-for-profit company and it is a tripartite body, and it is registered under the Societies Registration Act 1860 and the Bombay Public Trust Act 1950. And it is set up in 1966 under the Ministry of Labour. So these are the things which are relating to National Safety Council. Then we have Brucasia nana. Brucasia nana is the world's smallest adult reptile. Brucasia nana, it is the world's smallest adult reptile. This is actually a chameleon. It is actually a chameleon and it is discovered from Madagascar. It is a chameleon and it is discovered from Madagascar, and it is the world's smallest adult reptile. And earlier this was not the world's smallest adult reptile. Earlier we thought Brucasia micra as the world's smallest adult reptile, but recently we found this Brucasia nana to be the world's smallest adult reptile, and the male length is about, the male Brucasia nana's length is about 21.6 millimeter and the female's length is about 28.9 millimeter, which means that female is slightly longer than male. So these are the things which are relating to Brucasia nana. Brucasia nana is a chameleon species and it is recently discovered from Madagascar, and it is found to be the world's smallest adult reptile, and the male's length is 21.66 millimeter and the female's length is 28.99 millimeter. And earlier we thought that Brucasia micra is the world's smallest adult reptile. So these are the things which are relating to Brucasia nana. Then we have Vijayanagara. So Vijayanagara is the 31st district of Karnataka, and this Vijayanagara district is carved out from Ballari district. It is carved out from mine-rich Ballari district. And how it is done, that is the thing which you should know, how Vijayanagara district has carved out from Ballari district. Actually, the state government, by issuing an official gazette notification, the state government by issuing an official gazette notification carried out this Vijayanagara district out from the Ballari district. So how it is done? A district can be made by state government. So state government by issuing an official gazette notification can carve out a district from another district. That is the thing which you should note in this point. Then we have China-Sri Lanka relationship. In China-Sri Lanka relationship, Sri Lanka has approved China's project near to India's coast. That is why it is in news. Here we have Sri Lanka, and the top of Sri Lanka we have a peninsula, and it is called as Jaffna Peninsula. In Jaffna Peninsula, Sri Lanka has cleared Chinese energy projects. That is why it is in news. This Jaffna Peninsula is around 50 kilometers at a distance from the India's mainland, and in this Jaffna Peninsula, a Chinese company called as Sinosar Etchwin joint venture in China is going to do some hybrid renewable energy systems in Sri Lanka. That is why it is in news, and it is done in 3 islands, and those islands are Nainathivu, Delta or Nedundivu. Then we have Analathivu. In these islands they are going to implement some projects, energy projects. That is why it is in news. So China-Sri Lanka relationship, recently Sri Lanka cleared Chinese energy projects in Sri Lanka's Jaffna Peninsula. Jaffna Peninsula is just 50 kilometers away from the Indian mainland, and exactly in these 3 islands, one is Nainathivu, next one is Delta or Nedundivu, then is Analathivu, and the Chinese company which is involved in it is Sinosar Etchwin joint venture, which is in China. So these are the things which are recently related to China-Sri Lanka relationship. Then we have Arka Shubha. Arka Shubha is in news. It is very important. Actually, Arka Shubha is a marigold variety. It is a marigold variety and it is developed by IAHR. IAHR stands for Indian Institute of Horticulture Research. So it is developed by IAHR. It is a new marigold variety and it contains a carotene content of 2.8%. So it contains a carotene percentage of 2.8% and it is the highest content of carotene from a plant source. So it is the highest amount of carotene from a plant source, and this carotene, this Archeshuba can be used for the production of crude carotene. It can be used for the production of crude carotene even if it is destroyed. So even if the flowers are destroyed, still it can be used for the production of crude carotene. That is the main advantage of Archeshuba, and this Archeshuba contains carotene, right? So carotene is actually a photosynthetic pigment and it does not contain oxygen atoms. So it does not contain oxygen atoms and it is a photosynthetic pigment, this carotene actually absorbs the ultraviolet light, blue light, and it scatters red light, and in low concentration it scatters yellow light. Those are the things which are relating to carotene. So let's have a recap. So Archeshuba is a new marigold variety which is discovered by Indian Institute of Horticulture Research, and it contains a carotene content of 2.8%, which is highest from the plant source, and this Archeshuba can be used for the production of crude carotene even if it gets destroyed. So that is the main point. Even if it gets destroyed, it can be used for the production of crude carotene. And this carotene is it is a pigment which is important for photosynthesis. So carotene is a pigment which is important for photosynthesis and it contains no oxygen atoms. So it contains no oxygen atoms and it absorbs blue and ultraviolet lights. It absorbs blue ultraviolet light and it scatters red light, and in low concentration it scatters yellow light. These are the things which are relating to Archeshuba. Then we have Sessa Orchid Sanctuary. So Sessa Orchid Sanctuary, should know where it is located. That is the most important point. So Sessa Orchid Sanctuary is located in Arunachal Pradesh and it is notified in 1989 under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. So it is notified in 1989 under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972 and it is in Arunachal Pradesh and it is home to 236 species of orchids, as well as it has also wide variety of mushrooms. So it has wide variety of orchids as well as mushrooms, and it also contains other medicinal plants, and it is only one of its kind in the country where this flowering plants will grow wild. So it is only one of its kind in our country where this flowering plants grow wild. Those are the points which are relating to Sessa Orchid Sanctuary. So what Sessa Orchid Sanctuary is? So Sessa Orchid Sanctuary is located in Arunachal Pradesh and it is notified in 1989 under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, and it has 236 species of orchids, as well as it has variety of mushrooms and medicinal plants, and it is only one of its kind in our country where these flowering plants grow wild. And then Swadia earthquake happened in Himbasti village. So where it happened? It happened in Himbasti village. Himbasti village is on the border of Assam and Arunachal Pradesh, and it happened in 1697 CE. It is not happened recently. It has not happened recently. It happened in 1697 CE and it happened in Himbasti village in the border of Assam and Arunachal Pradesh, and during this it destroyed most of the village, and it is a very strong earthquake. And because of this earthquake, it was recently discovered. This earthquake was recently discovered, and this earthquake can be used for mapping the seismic hazard zones. It can be used for mapping the seismic hazard zones in the northeast India. That is why it is important. So Sadia earthquake is recently discovered one, and it happened in 1697 CE, and it is a very strong earthquake, and it happened in Himbasti village, which is on the border of Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. Now this Sadia earthquake can be used for the seismic hazard mapping in the northeast regions of India. So that is what relating to Sadia earthquake. Then we have Shah Tooth Dam. So you should know where this Shah Tooth Dam is located. That is first important point, and that is Afghanistan. So it is in Afghanistan. And who is going to build this Shah Tooth Dam? The project is actually a part of new development partnership between India and China. We have new development partnership between India and China. There is a partnership, and that is called as new development partnership. Between this new development partnership, under this we have a dam. Under this we are going to construct a dam, and that is Shah Tooth Dam. It is going to be constructed in Afghanistan, and this is a joint partnership between India and Afghanistan. This dam would come up on the Maidan River. So it is on the Maidan River. If you are seeing any dam, see the river on which it is located and the state or country in which it is located. Earlier we have seen Millennium Dam or Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, which is on the Blue Nile River in Ethiopia. Likewise, it is Shah Tooth Dam, which is on Afghanistan, and this project is part of new development partnership between India and Afghanistan. and it is the second major dam. That is the thing which you should know. It is the second major dam being built by the India in Afghanistan. So it is going to be built by India in Afghanistan. It is the second major dam. Earlier we built a dam called as Salma Dam. Salma Dam is also called as Friendship Dam, which India built on Afghanistan. So this is the facts. So first is Shatru Dam. Shatru Dam is going to be constructed on Afghanistan, but it is going to be constructed by India under the New Development Partnership between India and Afghanistan, and it is going to be constructed on the Maidan River. And earlier we constructed a dam like this, and that is called as Salma Dam. Salma means Friendship Dam. It is also called as Friendship Dam, and it is constructed on Afghanistan. So Salma Dam as well as Shatru Dam is on Afghanistan. So these are the things relating to Shatru Dam. Then we have furnace oil, fuel oil. It is also called as furnace oil, and it is mainly obtained from the residues. It is mainly obtained from the residues from crude oil distillation, and this furnace oil is primarily used for the steam boilers in power plants. It is used in abroad ships, and it is also used in industrial plants. And commercial fuel oils usually are blended with other petroleum fractions to produce the desired viscosity and flash point. So to obtain the desired viscosity and flash point, this furnace oil will be blended with other petroleum products, and the flash point for this furnace oil will be generally higher than that of kerosene. So flash point for this furnace oil will be generally higher than that of kerosene, and the term fuel oil ordinarily does not include fuels such as kerosene. So furnace oil is nothing but it is fuel oil, and it is obtained from the residues of crude oil distillation, and it is used in steam boilers, abroad ships and industrial plants. And the furnace oil flash point will be generally higher than that of kerosene, and to obtain the desired flash point and viscosity, this furnace oil will be mixed with other petroleum products. And this furnace oil, if we mean furnace oil, we generally do not include oils like kerosene. So those are the things which are relating to furnace oil. Then we have INS Virat. So INS Virat is recently in news. INS Virat, it is originally commissioned by the British Navy. Actually, it is originally commissioned by British Navy. Then we will buy it from British. So it is originally commissioned by British Navy as a HMS Hermes on November 18, 1959. The INS Virat, this HMS Hermes also participated in Falkland Islands War in 1982, and India brought this British carrier in 1986 and rechristened it as INS Virat. The INS Virat is also a Guinness record holder for being the longest serving warship in the world. So these are the points relating to INS Virat. So INS Virat is originally a British Navy. It originally commissioned by the British Navy, and it is called as HMS Hermes. It was commissioned on November 1859, and it also participated in Falkland Island War in 1982, and then India bought it in 1986. India bought this HMS Hermes in 1986 and rechristened it as INS Virat, and it also has Guinness record of being the longest serving warship in the world. So those are the points which are relating to INS Virat. Then we have Meri Saheli. Meri Saheli is also actually a scheme. So it is involved with whom? So Meri Saheli, it is a pilot project which is launched by the Railway Protection Force, RPF. It is launched by the Railway Protection Force. It is a pilot scheme, and it is launched across the Southeast Railway. That is the point which you should note. So it is launched across the Southeast Railway, and it is launched by the Railway Protection Force as a pilot project for the security of women. So it is launched for the security of women passengers in trains originating in that zone. And it is a successful project. Because of this, recently it has said to be implemented in the all zonal railways. First it was implemented in Southeast Railways, and because of its success, now it was said to be implemented in all zonal railways. So it is in news. So these are the things which are relating to Meri Saheli. So Meri Saheli, it is a pilot project which is an initiative of Railway Protection Force, and it is implemented on Southeast Railway Zone for the security of women passengers. But it is a successful project, and because of its success, now it is said to be implemented in all zonal railways. That is why Meri Saheli is in news. Then we have Babur Cruise. So Babur Cruise missile. Babur Cruise missile, it is actually a Pakistani one. It is a Pakistani short-range surface-to-surface ballistic missile. It is a surface-to-surface ballistic missile, and it is a Pakistani one. and it is capable of hitting land as well as sea targets. It can hit both land as well as sea targets with high precision up to 490 km away. So these are the points which are relating to Babar cruise. So Babar cruise, it is a Pakistani missile. It is a surface to surface ballistic missile and it can hit both land as well as sea targets with high precision up to 490 km away. So those are the things which are relating to Babar cruise. So Babar cruise is a Pakistani short range surface to surface ballistic missile with the capability of hitting both land as well as sea targets with high precision up to 490 km away. So that is Babar cruise. Then we have Kaleri Payattu. Kaleri Payattu. Kaleri Payattu stands for what? So Kaleri Payattu is a martial art. So Kaleri Payattu is a martial art which originated as a style in Kerala. It originated in Kerala during the 3rd century BC to 2nd century AD, and it is now spread to the contiguous areas of Tamil Nadu also. This Kaleri, first Kaleri means it appeared in Sangam literature. The word Kaleri appeared in Sangam literature. It describes both the battlefield as well as the combat arena. It is also considered to be one of the oldest fighting culture in India as well as in the world, and it is followed in Kerala. And this Kaleri Payattu contains both steps as well as postures. The steps which are involved in Kaleri Payattu is called as Chuvattu, and the postures which are involved in this Kaleri Payattu is called as Vadivu. So these are the things which are relating to Kaleri Payattu. So Kaleri Payattu is a martial art and it is followed in it has its origin in Kerala, and it is has its origin from 3rd century BC to 2nd century AD. Still now it is now followed in Kerala as well as some contiguous part of Tamil Nadu, and this word Kaleri is mentioned in Sangam age. It has both. This Kaleri Payattu martial art has some steps as well as postures. The steps which are involved in Kaleri Payattu is called as Chuvettu, and the postures which are involved in this Kaleri Payattu is called as Vadivu. So these are the things which are relating to Kaleri Payattu, and we have seen 27 current affairs which are relating to February. So subscribe to Mile a Minute IAS Academy, and we are going to complete 1000 plus current affairs within 20 days, and we just have 8 days left, and we already made so many videos, and we made places in news. In places in news, we talked around 100 plus current affairs, 100 plus places in news we have covered in a single video. So watch that also. Subscribe to Mile a Minute IAS Academy. Thank you.